Okay, so I had this idea to have my wife help me out with this video of demonstrating the Dronetag rider. So she has the device, she has the Dronetag rider right now, and I told her to just go to another part of the park here and to come find me. So I have the Mini 4 Pro here, and you can see I have the Dronetag beacon remote ID module mounted to the Mini 4 Pro. And the reason I have to use a external module, we do know that the Mini 4 Pro does broadcast remote ID. However, I discovered that it does not broadcast when it is below 250 grams. So we know the drone is 249 grams with the standard batteries, right? So with the standard batteries, it's 249 grams. It's not going to broadcast. I tested it. It does not broadcast. Initially, I thought something was wrong with the rider, the Dronetag rider, but that's not the case. Did a little research and discovered that the only way to get the Mini 4 Pro to broadcast remote ID is for it to exceed the 250 grams, to be 250 grams or more. And in order to do that, you need the higher capacity batteries. So if you install the higher capacity batteries, that will take the Mini 4 Pro above the 250 grams. The drone will know that, recognize that, and broadcast remote ID. Okay, hope you guys followed that. I just discovered that, so just passing it along. So anyway, I'm getting ready to turn the Dronetag beacon on and put the drone up in the air. And in the next few minutes, my wife should be walking down this path, having located me using nothing but the Dronetag rider and the Dronetag app. All right, let's see what happens. Now, my wife, she's not into drones. She's not really into technology or anything. I kind of explained to her what we're doing here, but she's not into this like I am. So really, what I'm hoping to demonstrate is how easy this is and how anyone with a receiver like the Dronetag rider, anyone can do this essentially. Scan for drones, identify the drone, and even potentially identify the location of the drone pilot. Cool? Yes. Scary? Yes. Let's check it out. All right, so she was driving around the park until she got a notification that the rider was picking up a remote ID signal. So as you can see, she has the Dronetag app open on her phone, and there's the Mini 4 Pro there at 216 feet in the air. So you can see the position of the drone and the path the drone has taken. So you can clearly see where the drone came from. She basically knows where the drone took off from, which means she knows where I am. Now it's just a matter of heading in the direction towards the flight path and the takeoff location. And check this out. You can get an even better view of the location and environment by clicking on this icon here and then changing to the satellite view, and boom, there's the darn field where I'm standing, minding my own business, flying my drone. Okay, she ain't in no kind of hurry now. She got to get them shades on first. But you can see how close she is already. And I'm still over there just a-flying. Okay, there she is. She's looking at her phone. She's walking towards me. She has located me. So let's, you found me. Okay, so you were able to find me solely from looking at the app?
Yes.
Okay, you did see in the app when the drone appeared?
Yes.
Okay, now how were you able to tell where I was?
I did follow the path.
The path of the drone?
Yes.
Aha. Interesting. Okay. And as I mentioned before, my wife, she's not into drones or anything like that. She's not into any into these gadgets like I am. So I think the point made here is pretty much anyone can do this. Anyone that has a receiver like the Dronetag Rider can identify drones in the sky that are broadcasting remote ID, and then also potentially locate where that drone took off from. So you decide on whether that's a good or a bad thing or other. I'm just showing you what the thing can do. Okay, before we get out of here, I want to give you some details about the rider that I think you'll find useful. So here's the packaging, right? And just kind of show you how it comes. So there's the rider, and you get your little charging cable. This is a QR code to get you to the help, but you can access that right in the app. And you get a Dronetag sticker. And then you can see here, shows you the button layout, talks about what the various LED colors represent. It does charge via USB-C. Here's your power button. And we're gonna go through a demonstration here in a moment, but just to go back to this legend here. So when you see the LEDs flashing white, that means the Dronetag Rider is scanning for drones. When you see it flashing blue, that means it has detected a drone. But we'll talk more about that in a second. And then it has this action button here. So this allows you to turn the audio alerts on and off. So if you don't want to hear the device continue to beep, you can turn that off. But we'll talk more about that in a second. First, let's get into the app. So this is how you really want to use the rider. You want to use it along with the Dronetag app. If you go to the settings by clicking on this icon in the upper right-hand corner here, you can get access to the help and manuals section, and that's for each Dronetag device that they have. And I mention this because this whole thing is really well done. You can search for specific topics, and the manuals, I think they're organized and laid out really well. So if we go to the rider manual, it even includes an explanation of what remote ID actually is. And then there's even links in here to even more details. And then you can see that the detection range of the device is up to 1.5 miles in the city and up to 3 miles in rural areas. And then the tracking range is 0.6 miles and 1.5 miles respectively. And all of that is based on whether there's buildings or structures or obstacles, maybe trees or some kind of interference. So keep that in mind. Now, I do plan on testing out range because I'm definitely curious myself. So I have an idea for doing that, but let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see a range test video. The company Dronetag, they did their own range test, and that video is actually in the help section here somewhere. There it is. So you can click on that and check that out if you want. Then if you go to the quick start guide here, there's even a video in here. There it is. So there's even a video in here that walks you through how to register and configure the rider. So like I said, they really put a lot of work into making the help section actually helpful. Okay, something else I want to show you right quick. Let's go to alerts. So if you enable real-time alerts, the app will give you a notification when a drone is detected. And this is a test, but let's go ahead and do it. So you can see the kind of notification you get. Let's go back out here. So there you go. You can see what kind of notification you get. But let's do a quick demo and I'll show you this real time. So when you power on the rider, you'll need to wait until the green lights you see here. You'll need to wait until these change to flashing white. And again, that's how you know it's scanning for remote ID signals. And you can also use the app to let you know when it's actually scanning. So you can see there in the upper left-hand corner, you can see the light there, the little bubble light is green. I believe once that changes to blue, that's your indicator that it's scanning. But you can also click in there and it'll tell you. So it's in standby right now. Okay, that actually did take a little bit longer than usual, but I am indoors and this is trying to get a GPS signal, which it has now. So you can see the LEDs are flashing white. You can see the blue bubble light there in the app. If we click on that, you can see that it is in fact scanning. Okay, now I'm going to grab the Dronetag beacon, which is a remote ID module you can attach to drones that don't broadcast remote ID natively. And I actually did a full video on this one as well. So check the description box for a link to that if you're interested. All right, so let's go ahead and do our demo here. So we've got the rider and we've got the Dronetag beacon. I'm going to power that on. And once I do, we should receive a notification within the Dronetag app. There we go. There was an audible notification, and we also got this little message bubble. All right, and you can see what the LEDs are doing on the rider. They are now flashing blue. I don't know if that's coming through as blue on the screen, but trust me, it is blue. And also let's click in here. It actually says it's still scanning, but nonetheless, we know that we have detected a drone. And then if you go into my detections, you'll see each drone detection that the rider has accomplished. And this is only available in online mode, and we'll talk more about the specifics around that later. Nonetheless, let's click in here and see if we can see what details you get. Actually, I think we need to come back here. Just want to show you what kind of information you can get. So we're going to click on Open Detail. All right, so you can see it's giving us the duration of the detection, I would imagine, the speed of the drone, distance, max UA operator distance. I'm not real sure what that's giving us, but anyway, just to kind of give you an idea of what you get. So it shows us the first time and date it was seen, last time and date it was seen. It even gives us the aircraft manufacturer and model name. Now it's not doing it now, but the rider will actually beep itself. I think I turned that off previously, but yeah, so I just turned it back on. So while it is detecting a drone, you will hear an audible beep from the rider here using the action button. So I'm going to turn that off. All right, so that's how that works. Let's talk about pricing now, you guys. Okay, guys, the last thing to mention here is the price. So you can find the Dronetag rider on the Dronetag website for a smooth $1,099. And you can see here who their target market is. Let's scroll down here. So you can see public safety agencies, police and fire, search and rescue teams, so on and so forth. All right. Now, I briefly mentioned this before, but let's talk about online, offline mode. So you can use the device in offline mode for free. And that's where the rider connects to your phone via Bluetooth, but it doesn't retain the detection history and some of the other features that you get with online mode. And what you've seen in this video is a demonstration in online mode, and the device comes with 40 free scanning hours, so you can try out online mode. And again, the main difference between online mode and offline mode is that you also get detection history, remote monitoring, and it allows you to integrate with other platforms like Aloft. All right, there's definitely a lot more I could cover until your eyes glaze over, but hopefully you have a good idea about how this device works and how well it works. And if you found the video useful, hit the like button and leave me a comment, anything at all, as it definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Gadget Inspector content. All right, check out one of the other videos up on the screen. And as always, don't just tell them, show them. Later, y'all.